Look, if you want to day trade futures, but every chart and platform looks like a cockpit, not knowing exactly what to do, overwhelming by all the options, this is your starting point. We're doing everything on TradingView, the cleanest place for a beginner to learn. By the end of this video, you'll be able to read a futures chart with confidence. Now, in this video, I'm going to cover what futures are, how to pull one up on TradingView, the settings that matter, and a simple approach to trade without blowing up. Now, this is education only, not financial advice. Futures use leverage, which can lose money as fast as you can make it. So treat your first trades like tuition. First, what's a futures contract? So a futures contract, it's an agreement to buy or sell something at a set price later. As a day trader, you're not holding anything. You're trading the price moving up or down, in and out, same day. Now, why futures for beginners? 2 reasons. There's no such thing as a pattern day trader rule on futures. So a small account can day trade freely, unlike stocks or options where anything under 25,000, you will have rules and restrictions. Too deep liquidity and clean charts is perfect for learning to read price. Now, as a beginner friendliest one to start, it's always recommended to use micro contracts like micro E-mini. For the S&P, the ticker would be /MES. It tracks the whole S&P in a tiny, affordable size. Same market. It's the same market the pros watch, but it's like smaller bites. And the best thing about trading something as big as the S&P is it's very easy to find reviews on the charts if you're looking for like technical analysis. A lot of people trade this, so you're able to get insight as to what these major companies are doing, and it's a lot easier and more reliable to trade. Now, let's get on TradingView. We're going to open up TradingView, hit the symbol search. At the top, you want to type the future symbol. On many setups, the micro S&P shows up as MES1 exclamation point. That exclamation point just means the current active contract. Quick note, futures contracts expire and roll to new ones. That one exclamation point symbol automatically follows the active front month contract, so you don't have to track expirations manually while you learn. One less thing to worry about. With the chart up, you want to set your time frames. The toolbar up top lets you pick for day trading beginners. Do well on a 1 to 5 minute chart. I'd set it to like 5 minutes. It's calmer and the story is a lot cleaner. Now, it's always better to look from bigger time frames to shorter ones. So it's always recommended to have a 4-hour chart or an hour chart to get the full picture of what's going on and dive into those 5 minutes or 2 minutes before you actually get into the trade. Now, switch your chart to candlesticks. If it isn't already, that's the chart type button. Candles show you the open, the close, the high, and the low for each period, which is everything you need to read on who's winning, buyers or sellers. Here's a TradingView future that's gold for beginners and free. It's called the horizontal line tool. Use it to mark levels where price reacted before a spot it bounced off or got rejected from. These levels are your map. Now, the money math. Because futures confuse people here, the MES move in points. And on the micro S&P, 1 point is worth $5 per contract. Remember that. 1 point is $5. So if you buy one MES and it moves 10 points your way, that's $50. 10 points against you is $50 lost. Now, you can decide your risk in points before you ever click. And now, the exact dollars. How much to start? Well, brokers set a day trading margin per micro contract, often in the low hundreds, and it varies. So check yours. But margin in the entry minimum, not a safe account size. A realistic buffer is more like a few hundred to a couple thousand. One thing to know, TradingView is your charting and analysis home, but you place real trades through a connected broker. TradingView links with several futures brokers, so many people chart on TradingView and execute in their broker platform. Either works. Now, the actual approach kept simple. Step 1, find the trend on your chart. Higher highs, higher lows is an uptrend. Lower highs and lower lows is a downtrend. You trade with it, never against it. Step 2, with your horizontal line tool, mark the key level near current price, the floor or ceiling it's been respecting. That's where your potential entry lives. You wait for price to come to your line. Step 3, wait for price to reach your level and show you something. A strong candle bouncing off in its trend direction. You don't predict, you react to what the chart does. Step 4, before clicking, decide your stop and target in points. Say you risk 8 points to make 16. That's $40 risked to make 80 on one MES. Define before you enter, not improvising. This is why the tick math matters so much. Because you know a point is $5. You can size every trade to a fixed dollar before you're in. That's professional level control on a tiny account. Risk management now, the part that keeps you alive, is rule number 1. Risk a small fixed amount per trade. 1 to 2% of your account on $1,000, that's 10 to 20 bucks. Let the math size you. Rule 2, trade one contract while you're learning. 1, do not stack contracts to win money back faster. That's how a micro account suddenly carries big contract risk. 1 MES until you're genuinely consistent. Rule 3, set your stop and never widen it hoping. TradingView lets you place a stop right on the chart. Once it's set, it's a promise, not a suggestion. Beginners blow up by dragging stops and praying. Don't. Let's walk a full example on the chart. Numbers are teaching. The MES is trending up on the 5-minute. You've marked a level, it bounced off twice. Price pulls back to that level and a strong green candle pushes off of it. That's your signal. You go long 1 MES right there. Stop a few points below the level. Target on a next area. Price runs up and tags your target. You close, bank the win, and you're done for the session. You do not, I repeat, you do not jump back in chasing for more. Discipline over greed every time. And if it had hit your stop, you lose the small amount you planned for. No arguing, and you live to trade the next setup. A small planned loss is a good trade. Internalize that. A small planned loss is a good trade. Internalize that, and you're ahead of most beginners. Let's talk about timing, because futures trade nearly around the clock, and that overwhelms people. You do not need to trade all day. Pick one window. For the S&P, the U.S. morning around open is active and moves with direction. Mark your levels before that window. Take your best 1 or 2 setups and then walk away. The energy fades midday and the clean moves dry up. Trading less is genuinely how you make more here. A few TradingView tips that help beginners especially. Use the replay feature to practice, backtest. If you don't know how to backtest, I'll link a couple of videos on the description so you know how to backtest, how to paper trade. You can rewind the charts and trade it bar by bar with no money at risk. It's the best free practice tool on the platform. So set price alerts. That also helps on your levels. Instead of just staring at the screen, TradingView pings you when the price reaches it. So you only show up when there's actually something to do. Save your focus and your sanity. Again, save your focus and your sanity because that's what wins trades and that's what loses trades. Keep your charts clean. Beginners pile 10 indicators. You genuinely don't need that to start. Price, your levels, and the candles, they all tell a story. A clean chart means faster and clearer decisions. Now, the mistakes that drain beginner future accounts is number 1, trading too many contracts. Because micros feel small, stack enough, and you've rebuilt the biggest risk you were avoiding. Stay at 1. Number 2, over trading. The whole 23-hour session, pick your window. It could be overwhelming. Take your best setup. Leave after you take your best setup. Number 3, no stop, ever. People just never use stop losses. Make sure you have that on. Number 4, confusing the broker's margin minimum with a safe account size. Always keep a buffer, okay? Always stop, always keep a buffer. Number 5, ignoring the replay and alerts tool and trying to wing it live from day 1. Practice and replay first. Earn your confidence on bars that have already happened before you risk even $1. Look, I can't stress this enough. The number 1 reason why traders fail is because they trade with fear. You need to go in there with confidence. Otherwise, you're going to lose every single time. Recap. Pull up the micro future symbol on TradingView. Set 5-minute charts. Look at the longer time frames. Look at the 4-hour, the weekly. Get an idea of where your levels are at. What's the story telling you? 1 point on MES is $5. Trade with the trend. 1 contract. Set a stop and a target before you enter. Master 1 micro contract on a clean TradingView chart before you ever scale up. Boring and small is exactly how you get good without going broke. If this video helped you at all, if it made futures easier, subscribe. Plain English, no hype. See you in the next one. I have many tutorials on the technical aspect of TradingView. If you want to know how to use the software, I have really, really good in detail, slow tutorials where I take my time and I go over everything. I know this video didn't have much visuals on how to use TradingView or these prop firms, but I have videos that go over them. I'll link them down below. If it's your first time trading with TradingView, I'll have a referral link. Check it out. Clicking that link helps me and it helps you set up for TradingView. Also, I have referral links for Robinhood if you want to know how to trade options. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time.